also mention the artwork that you saw at the platforms. The artwork that you saw at the Beaverton station is pretty much the same artwork of the same kind at each of the stations. So they designed it so that every station has a little bit difference in terms of some of the heads that are on them, but they're the same thing, and they are kind of fun to play with. Because the first thing I noticed when people looked at them is they started moving the heads around, and so it worked out really nicely. And so it's pretty functional art on each platform. So you'll notice that, like when we did some of the other ones, like the interstate, the yellow line, each station has its own art. Here what they did was some of the platforms look a little bit differently. Like Tualatin did a lot for their platform because they wanted it to look like a traditional train station. So for example, but the art's all the same, and they're local artists, and the foundry I think was up in Hood River. We had a art council that was a member of the West Side, whether it was from Wilsonville, Beaverton, Tualatin, Tigard, you know, they were all involved with helping to decide what the art was going to look like. So here we are at 217. I don't think we're going 60 miles an hour right now.
No, but that's all right. It's so cool. So it only takes 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So in 5 minutes we'll be pulling into the Hall Nimbus station.
We're almost there.
Probably noticed that at the Beaverton station there are no parking rides.
Nimbus.
So we're crossing over Hall right now.
Does that woman make a lot of money?
She gets paid by the word. But she's only about this big. It's a little tiny baby pterodactyl is what it is. So at this park and ride, I sort of nicknamed this one this station here, Station 9 3/4, because the Hall Nimbus station is like so tiny. There are actually 50 parking spaces here, and I don't know how they got them in there. I don't know how they did it. But this would where you would get off and you would transfer to a bus that would take you over to Washington Square, for example. But right behind it is Cascade Plaza. But over on this side, there's a lot of businesses over there. There's probably about 3,000 people that work in the business industrial area right behind us here. The mall itself really ranges in terms of holiday, non-seasonal people. Anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 people could be working at the Washington Square Mall. So this is, even though it's such a small station with only 50 parking rides, there's a lot of people that are working over there, whether it's Cascade Microtech, VTech, which makes phones that you see advertised. There's a lot of companies that are right over there. Each station pretty much does have a Starbucks. Yeah, I know someone's going to ask. It's a Starbucks, too. So in 5 minutes, we'll be in downtown Tigard.
brought me, so I was like, I don't want to go home.
Seriously?
Oh shit.
What?
Have 3 engine cars, and then one that is that's just put people on it, can't run itself. So one that's just a coach, and so that's a total of four vehicles.
There be a freight train working during the operation of this or no?
Yeah, freight trains can operate at the same time we're operating. And so when we get south of the Tigard station, which is downtown Tigard, you'll see tracks off to this side of the train, and there will be a number of tracks, and there could be a freight car sitting right up there waiting for us to go by. So the whistle that you hear, the volume of that whistle is controlled by the Federal Railroad Administration. So it has to beep, has to make that loud, it has to be honking its horn so many feet before a station or before a rail crossing. A lot of people at TriMet are certified as Operation Lifesaver. I'm certified for it, and I'm able to go out and do seminars about rail crossing safety, whether it's to schools, businesses, or other groups. So really talking about rail safety. And so there's 3 things involved with that. One is it's engineered to be safe. This train goes through, whether it's a red light or if it doesn't stop at a station, it would automatically stop.